Hello everyone. Our today's topic is dividend policy. We will discuss two of the dividend policies here. Number one is bird in the hand theory. Although we have covered this in the relevancy and irrelevancy discussion of dividend policy. So bird in the hand theory is actually a part of dividend relevancy theory. So it is proposed by Gordon and Linter. Bird in hand theory suggests that investors prefer dividend over the capital gain. Whatever you receive now, you will prefer that because dividends are certain while future capital gains are not. So, investors will prefer dividend rather than wait for the capital gain. So, bird in the hand theory, it comes from a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, meaning something certain today is more valuable than something uncertain in the future. So dividend is certain. If you receive dividend, it is more valuable compared to the capital gain. So dividend received now is certain. It is lower risk. If you receive the dividend, it will be valued more. Capital gain is risky because it will be received in future. It is uncertain. So it is valued less because of its high risk. So therefore, the companies that pay higher dividend will be valued more compared to those companies which pay less dividend. So Gordon argued that a company retains more earnings and pay less dividend, investor will discount future earning at a higher rate. So if a company that pays higher dividend value more, a company which pays less dividend, the value of those companies will be less according to the relevancy theory. So that means dividend is relevant. We know this formula. Dividend divided by cost of equity minus G is equal to market value. You pay higher dividend, market value will be higher. You pay less dividend, market value will be less. A bird in hand challenges irrelevancy theory. Said dividend policy does not matter. But bird in the hand theory, which is relevancy theory, it says dividend paying now matters because risk matters to investors. So there is a criticism of bird in the hand theory. Counter argument was sharp. The risk of a company cash flow is what determine risk. Irrelevancy theory is saying that what company is earning that actually matters. What company is distributing that is irrelevant. So whether cash is paid as dividend or retained, that doesn't matter. Paying a dividend does not make the underlying business less risky. If a company pays out more cash, in future company has to borrow or take money from the investors. So irrelevancy theory is saying what you earn that actually matters. Relevancy theory is saying that whatever you pay as a dividend that matters more to the investors. But so there is a criticism of bird in the hand theory. That criticism is whatever company is earning that really matters, that determines the risk of the company. If company is earning high, company risk is low. If company is earning low, company risk is high. Second theory is clientele effect theory. Different type of investors have different preference of dividend versus capital gain, usually driven by their tax position and income needs. Some investors like dividend and some investors do not like the dividends. Companies will naturally attract a specific clientele of investors who match their dividend policy. So, for example, in Pakistan, FFC is a company, Fauji Fertilizer is a company which attracts those investors who like the dividend. Nishad Group attracts uh, those investors who only like the capital gain. So, investor type, retired individual like the high dividends, they will invest in those companies which pay the dividend. Wealthy individual, they don't like the dividends, they like the capital gain, so they will invest in those companies which does not pay dividends. Institutional investors, depends. Institutional investors, some only go for growth, they don't like the dividend. And there are some institutional investors which are for the pension funds, which are for the insurance companies, they like the dividends. So some investors like the dividend, some investors don't. Which investors like the dividend, they will invest in those companies which pays high dividend. And those investors which do not like the dividends, they invest in those companies which grow over the period, uh, whether they pay dividend or not. So if you ask me, sir, what is your idea? So if I am young, I am earning from different means. So I will invest in those companies which give me capital gain, a lot of capital gain in future, rather than paying me kind of a lower dividend. But if I am a retired individual, if I have an age of 60, I will prefer to have those companies which pay me regular dividends. So clientele effect. Clientele means company will attract a specific type of client as an investor. So like in FFC, it attracts those investors who like the dividends. In Nishat, it attracts those investors which don't like the dividends. Because different investors self-select into companies that match their preference, changing dividend policy will upset the existing clientele. For example, a company that has always paid high dividends attract income-seeking shareholders. If it suddenly cuts dividend to retain more for reinvestment, those shareholders sell their shares, and selling pressure will cause the price fall in the short term. I give you a real example. FFC recently in this January, FFC paid less dividend, and its share price, it went from 700 to 550. It went down. People don't like it. Does clientele effect matter in the long run? No. In an efficient market with no transaction cost, investors who sell will be replaced by a new clientele that prefer the new policy. So clientele is a effect of relevancy theory. But argues that clientele will not hold in the long term. If company has changed the policy, it will replace the investors. But short term, it has impact, but long term, it has no impact. In practice, yes, it matters because transaction cost of switching are real. Signaling effect cause persistent price drops. In short term, it has an effect, but in long term, it does not have an effect. So, from exam point of view, practical lesson is that companies should maintain a consistent, stable dividend policy, not to disturb their clientele. Okay. Unexpected changes in dividend destroy value, not because dividend itself, but because of the signal sent and the disruption to investors. How they link together, bird in hand, investor prefer certainty of dividends. High dividends, low risk perceived, high dividend, higher value of share. Clientele effect, different investor suits different policies. Changing policy disrupt the investor base. Consistency matters to the investors, but in the long run, clientele effect does not hold. So both are against the irrelevancy theory. They say dividend policy is not neutral and has real consequence for the shareholder wealth. But theory says, the irrelevancy theory says these are short-term points. In the long term, what company is earning, that really matters. So this is a little comparison. So in short, bird in hand theory is a application of relevancy theory. Clientele effect is application of relevancy theory. Bird in theory says dividends are relevant because people like dividend because that you are receiving now. Clientele effect, people uh, like-minded people are with your company. So if your company is paying high dividend, only those investors will be with your company, those like the dividend. So if you change the policy, it will affect the investors. Says what company earns, that matters. What company distribute, that doesn't matter. And second, for clientele, theory says if company is changing the policy, short term it will disturb the investors, but long term it will again attract those investors which like your policy.